Hello, everybody. Welcome to the weekly collective messages from Spirit. This is for the week of August 5th through the 11th. Yes, we're stepping off into another week. We have a big week ahead. We just entered Mercury retrograde, as well as the Lion's Gate in a few days. So whenever you find this message, I hope that it serves as an inspiration for you, especially if you follow it every Monday, because I am filming on the actual day. Monday is a day where we step into another week and we have the opportunity to tap into our intuition, our potentials, emotions, because it's heavily influenced by the moon. So I do believe that it sets the emotional tone for the week ahead. Some dread it, some welcome it. So I thought this would be a good time every week to touch base with the collective and do a tarot reading and oracle reading. We're doing some Instagram inspiration as well as a reading from Mark Nepo. And then we'll end off with some self-care tips from Alexandra L. at the end. So every week I cull some Instagram inspirational messages, write them down, sit with them, usually within a day or two of me actually sitting here on Monday morning. And this morning, I wanted to share with you some favorite posts by Young Pueblo. These are some of the people he loves following. Here's the first one. It is called Uncommon Advice. If you don't know what to pursue in life right now, pursue yourself. Pursue becoming the healthiest, happiest, most healed, most present, most confident version of yourself. Then the right path will reveal itself. I think that's a beautiful message to come back to if you're in a place of uncertainty, if you're going through great change, if your conflict is arising within you or within your environment, which I think this is going to be a really good thing to come back to this week as you experience some of these emotions that come up through the portal and through the retrograde. The next one. This one hit me really. This made me stop in my tracks when I read it. You will never hear, so that's a plane overhead. You will never hear another person's voice more than you hear your own. Be intentional about the way you talk to yourself. That's a big one. That's a big one, y'all. It's so important to pay attention to how you're talking about yourself to yourself. All right, the next one. The true measure of success is a calm nervous system. Whew. Boy, now that is a measure of success, a calm nervous system. All right, now these are some tips that I think will help all of you. I tried to practice them a lot over the weekend. This is called real dopamine. And dopamine, most of us know, but if you're unsure of what dopamine is, because there's a lot of hormones and neurotransmitters in the body, this is a neurotransmitter hormone in the brain that really affects our emotions and behavior. So here's some tips. For more dopamine, real dopamine. Run, sunlight, lift weights, cold showers, savor the moment, work on your goals, be bored for a while, don't check your phone so much, work hard, be proud of yourself, increase protein intake, experience new things, get good sleep, meditate, dance. So I hope you enjoyed the Instagram inspiration. I really got a lot from those messages, and I'm going to be practicing those this week. Oh, we're not doing tarot. I've been jumping right into tarot lately in my monthly readings, and I'm wrapping those up this week. I'm taking a little bit more time because they've been very powerful, and I wanted to give them some space in between. You may have noticed I launched quite a few on Saturday, and I read those over several different settings. So just go with your own flow, folks. Go with your own flow, especially with your work. I encourage you to do that, especially in the times we're living in. All right, now let's get into what's going on. Let's get some messages from Spirit for the week ahead, for the 5th through the 11th. All right, all right. We're going to jump right out the gate. Oh, blessed. Spirit wants us all to count our blessings, the joy of being in our bodies, of experiencing creation as creator beings. A lot of you are feeling blessed. They're really emphasizing the number 22. A lot of you might be seeing 222 this week as a indication that you're on the right path. Whenever I see numerology, it is a sign. If you don't have to even worry about what they mean. what it primarily means is that your spirit team is working on your behalf and working with you, and they listen, they're there for you, and they are here to remind you that you are not alone. So whenever you see consecutive numbers and you get that hit, it's spirit. I'm getting chills. It's spirit saying, we're here. We're always here. In fact, I saw this. It was very emotional. I saw in my little quest for Instagram inspiration, I saw a woman who was at, I believe, her child's gravesite. And there was a, what do you call it? A pinwheel, but it was like a wheel, and it was influenced by the wind. And she was talking to her son, her deceased son. And she was saying, she was actually telling the wheel to stop, and the wheel was spinning whenever she was talking about how much she loves her son, misses her son. And then she'd say, okay, now let's stop. And it was incredible because she was actually having a conversation with her son through the wind. And that was this beautiful message that life continues and that we're never truly far away from our loved ones. So that's going to really, I think, anyone who's going through a deep grief right now, just know that they're still with you. They're always with us on the other side, connecting with us, here for us in our moments of need. All right. So blessed. That's a message too, that it's a blessing to continue on and to continue living your life through them. Let your life be a testament and an act of love towards the people that couldn't experience any more of those day-to-days that sometimes we take for granted. We owe it to ourselves to continue the legacy of love for our loved ones who are not here with us anymore. Strong message from Spirit, from passed on loved ones this morning. A leg up, 34. Spirit is definitely here beside us as we go through a struggle. Some of us are parents and we're nurturing our little baby cubs. Aren't they cute? Strong message of count our blessings, and not only is Spirit here to give us a leg up, we're here to give other people a helping hand. So go out there in the world and give people a helping hand, anyone less fortunate. I had a lovely talk with a fellow who was homeless last week and gave him a little bit of money, which I don't often do, but I just knew we really need to understand how connected we all are, and simple acts of kindness just the smile alone on his and his wife's face, no matter what they go and do with it, it's not up to me to judge. It's the love that we bring. It's the love that we bring to people, y'all. That's what matters in the end. Buy the book. Yeah, some of you be very careful. I wouldn't go signing any contracts this week or initiating anything from a legal perspective unless you have to. Spirit is saying pay attention to the details, read the fine print, and go about your business being very aware. In retrogrades, we do have communication issues, so make sure that you're following the necessary steps. Don't rush to react, and don't rush through any process this week, especially with your job. All right, one more. Exchanging gifts. Yeah. Like I was, with the strangers last week. Exchange those gifts with the people that you love. These are your heart-centered gifts, things that you came here to experience and to give to the world. There's going to be a nice, beautiful reciprocity going on between you and Spirit, you and the people around you this week. I love that. Blessings, a leg up, by the book, and exchanging gifts. What gorgeous oracle messages. Thank you, Spirit. All right. Now let's get into the tarot. Let's get the weekly messages from Spirit. What are the weekly messages from Spirit? Big week, Spirit. I want to say big week, Leo. This Lionsgate in Leo. During the Leo sun. It's just, so much energy available to us all. So much energy. Two of Wands, Knight of Swords. Spirit is saying some of you want to go rush ahead, and this is not the week to do that. Be in a hurry. Slow down. Pause. Two of Wands. Pause. Even though you don't want to sometimes. Resting and pausing is very important. That's an active experience just as much as going after it is. They're saying, Seven of Pentacles. Harvest the fruits of your labor. Enjoy what you have created, y'all. Enjoy it. Bask in it. Even the simple little things. Like this morning, I'm allowing myself 1 cup of coffee. I've been weaning myself off of caffeine. I have my happy little Smurfette mug. Got that with my daughter a week or two ago. I love mushrooms. All right. Ooh, the moon. Whew, signaling there's a lot of unknowns ahead. I'll show you these in a moment. Whoop. All right. I'm not surprised. These four wanted to come out. This is so retrograde. All right, so we have the Seven of Pentacles and the moon. We're going to talk about that first, which I was saying. There might be a lot of hidden blessings. All right, hidden blessings. I'm getting that pull from these two. And you know, a lot of people out there are working hard, and you may not be seeing the results quite yet. This also is a matter of keeping the faith in what you're building in your life. Even if you feel like you're not making any progress, there's a lot. It's almost as though the divine is saying, we got you. We got you. Even if you're not seeing the results, just keep the faith. And let the moon speak to you this week. Moon gazing will be very important. We're in a Leo new moon. So this is the time to really dream big and go back to the drawing board and think about how you want the rest of the month to go around your creativity, around your inspiration. And I'm not surprised to see this conflict with past life soulmates could be up ahead. Very, very apropos for the Mercury retrograde influence, especially the first couple days is when we get mostly influenced by miscommunications and misunderstandings. So some of you might have people returning that you've had past conflict with in order to heal and resolve things. I'm getting the strongest pull. I'm also in the weekly tarot messages. We'll put this down so you can see them. The card I get the most pull from, I'm going to clarify now, and it's the moon. Why is the moon here, Spirit? Why is the moon here? What are you trying to say with this moon energy? What are you trying to say with this moon energy? 3 cards or whatever you want to pull out, Spirit. Ooh, the world in reverse. Yeah, some of you have cycles that you're going to be really... cycles that maybe you thought you closed out, that you thought you made peace with, or cycles that are unresolved, could be coming back around again at this time in the next week. This week specifically, we're reading for this week. Cycles you thought were if you left anything on a ... with someone in your life, this could be the week where it's time to address it and resolve it so you can heal things and make peace with it and let go in a healthy way. I'm getting let go in a healthy way. 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, so you can establish more emotional independence and courage and strength and self. 9 of Pentacles. Nope, that didn't want to come out. 2 of Swords wanted to come flying out, but it didn't. It went back. That's interesting. Well, now we have 2 5s. Not surprisingly. This is the challenge of really listening to our intuition around what needs to be healed. So we can stand in our own energetic sovereignty by revisiting some things from the past and some of our past connections, even if it's you making peace with certain things psychologically, emotionally. It's going to be important work this week, all right? So you can clear the energetic debris, all right? There's a lot of clearing going out through this portal, releasing of past energetic karmic ties, energetic karmic cycles, right? So stand in your own energetic sovereignty and really hone in on your intuition. If something comes up this week, try to handle it with delicacy and compassion, okay? All right, now let's go into Mark Nepo's reading for the week. I always pick the actual Monday that this falls on. This is a beautiful book. This is an older version. He has an updated version. This book I read every day. It's a time where I get to meditate on what he's meditated on. It's deeply contemplative and reflective. But this is his passage for August 5th. The chick being born. Every crack is also an opening. When in the midst of great change, it is helpful to remember how a chick is born. From the view of the chick, it is a terrifying struggle. Confined and curled in a dark shell, half-formed, the chick eats all of its food and stretches to the contours of its shell. It begins to feel hungry and cramped. Eventually, the chick begins to starve and feels suffocated by the ever-shrinking space of its world. Finally, its own growth begins to crack the shell, and the world, as the chick knows, it is coming to an end. Its sky is falling. As the chick wriggles through the cracks, it begins to eat its shell. In that moment, growing but fragile, starving, and cramped. It's world-breaking. The chick must feel like it is dying. Yet once everything it has relied on falls away, the chick is born. It doesn't die, but falls into the world. The lesson is profound. Transformation always involves the falling away of things we have relied on. And we are left with the feeling that the world as we know it is coming to an end, because it is. Yet the chick offers us the wisdom that the way to be born while still alive is to eat our own shell. When faced with great change in self, in relationship, and our sense of calling, we somehow must take in all that has enclosed us, nurtured us, incubated us, so when the new life is upon us, the old is within us. Now these are some helpful exercises. The next chance you get, watch something being born. If moved by this notion, actively pursue this. Go to a zoo or a farm or a nursery or an aquarium, or walk the floor of newborns at your local hospital, which I don't think you can do that randomly, but that's a beautiful suggestion. Maybe even just go to the viewing area if you can. I doubt you can do that, but that's a beautiful thing to put as an example, Mark. All right. As you witness birth of some kind, watch videos, maybe not of a human birth, but the birth of a new blossom, right? As you witness birth of some kind, note what detail touches you. Take it as a teacher and see if it describes something struggling to be born in you. I love Mark. He's great. All right. Now let's do the self-care exercise for the week by Alexandra L. Stay motivated this week. I think this week's going to be more of a rest, reflect, take things slowly, intentionally, thoughtfully, presently. Savor each moment. Don't be in a hurry, all right, in your day-to-day. It's the time to slow down. That's the biggest message I'm getting from Spirit. Try to slow down the best you can this week. All right, what is the self-care exercise for the week by Alexandra L.? Self-care exercise for the week, Spirit, for the collective. They want me to do 2 because this is a pretty pivotal week for our own healing. As things arise, we have the highlighted categories: personal power and healing. This is the first one. I'll find beauty in my life today. I will find beauty in my life today. Often we believe that a beautiful life is on the horizon and we fail to see the beauty in our current existence. Go for a short walk today and make a mental note every time you see something beautiful, big or small. The more you practice seeing and appreciating beauty, the more you'll find it all around you. I love that. I will find beauty in my life today. We'll put that there. The next one. I will stay grounded in gratitude. Try to do that this week. That'll be very healing. Sit in a comfortable position, drop your shoulders, relax your jaw, and bring your attention to your breathing. Take 5 deep breaths, in through your nose and out through your mouth. Hold the word gratitude in your mind. Try to do this every day. Hold the word gratitude in your mind. What comes up? Pay attention to where gratitude is greeting you. What does it feel like to ground yourself in this feeling? Return to this practice whenever you need to feel centered on the path to healing. So if y'all haven't seen the messages for the Lionsgate, I mentioned in the Oracle messages that I was using by Kyle Gray, the Gateway of Light Activation. There's a light activation gateway for each sign for that particular day. So for those of you who haven't seen that and you're finding me for the first time on this channel, go to my Lionsgate reading, and it's very short, the readings themselves, so you just wait till I think it's towards the end. It's the last thing I read for. Try to write this down and do it. It's going to be very helpful and powerful for you on the actual day of the Lionsgate. I'll be doing that myself along with some other things. But as far as the week ahead, I'm with you all in spirit. I will be reading for the rest of the August monthly readings. And I'm not sure what I'll be doing quite next. I am going to start doing weekly readings starting in September. I'm looking forward to doing that. It's going to be a little bit more of an organic style. less of a spread, more of looking at what we can anticipate for each week. They'll be read in a week in advance. Let's see, what other announcements? I think that's about it for now. I love y'all. I hope you have a wonderful week. I hope these messages helped you, and they will continue to support you on your journey. Sending love. Namaste. Be a blessing for somebody today, okay?